said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Connors. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Got it behind the line. It's Kennedy. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Kennedy. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll return it from around the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Under fire. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Carolina. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. 1st and 10 for the offense. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Walker. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the 1st down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He might want another play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
From the gun. Here's a heat. Looking to get it in. He is knocked out of bounds and could not get there. A stop on 4th and goal. And that decision will be questioned for a while. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down.
Turning it on! He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give out of the gun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Rousseau. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop them.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drops.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's got great speed. Touchdown, UNC! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bettis. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up...
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it out. It's Connors. And the returner will be dragged down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. No, he got loose. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Third down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Walker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Tar Heels are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Now setting up shop in the red zone. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the route is on.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bettis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Oh, he's got a chance.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The running back has it. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Caught near the sticks. It's Rousseau. Touchdown, UNC! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
35, Georgia Tech, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the Heat. With the catch, it's Kennedy. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it again. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Kennedy. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kennedy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying to play action. Fires to the big fella. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive play.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle. It's Bettis. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
The punt is headed out of bounds, and that is good news when you have someone as dangerous as he is returning. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last.
It's just seemed wide open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Walker. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a touchdown, North Carolina!
Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. He's got it. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Picks up the first down. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 14 to USC. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, and you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is...
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pressure coming. Finds his back in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Moore to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walker. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Moore will throw. Unloads to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Powers through.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Okay, ready? And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to pound it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
3.
On the move from inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.